Welcome to Out of Bounds. In this video, we go from the heart of Hong Kong to the neighboring city of Shenzhen on Hong Kong's East Rail Line. And we cross the internal border between Hong Kong and mainland China at the famous Luohu checkpoint. Historically, much of today's East Rail Line was part of the Kowloon Canton Railroad, or KCR, that ran from Kowloon to Guangzhou. It was built in the early 20th century and was opened in 1910 by the British colonial administration. As Hong Kong developed, the railway was modified and modernized in subsequent decades, becoming fully double-tracked and electrified in the 1980s. The Hong Kong section of the KCR became known as East Rail Line in the 1990s as part of further service upgrades. In 2022, a southern extension tunneling under Victoria Harbour moved East Rail Line's terminus to Admiralty Station, a major hub on Hong Kong Island. And that's how the East Rail Line came to its current form. MTR ticketing has evolved and expanded quite a bit in recent years. Most local commuters use Octopus Card, a contactless stored value card widely accepted in Hong Kong. Octopus cards are convenient because you can also use them on buses, trams, ferries, and many retail outlets. You can grab one of these at an MTR service counter or a vending machine for a small deposit, and use it throughout your stay in Hong Kong. Simply tap it on the turnstile reader to enter and exit stations. If you'll only be taking a few rides, you can also consider buying single journey tickets. There are vending machines in stations. You'll need to find where you want to go and note the accepted payment method. With these, you tap to enter and feed the ticket into the turnstile machine to exit. As mobile payments are nearly ubiquitous in China nowadays, MTR also enables paying fare by Alipay and WeChat Pay. The turnstiles with scanners are usually colored purple. Finally, the most convenient option for foreign visitors might be to just tap a credit card. This is a new payment option at MTR stations. If your card doesn't have foreign transaction fees, this can be a very good option. The rolling stock on the East Rail Line was refreshed in the past few years. The new interior has better lighting and modern displays, though the regular cars no longer offer seats facing the direction of travel. For those, you'll have to pay about double the fare and go to the first-class car. The train stops at numerous stations in Hong Kong's urban core before passing through the Beacon Hill Tunnel. There's a section of parallel lines at Fo-Tan and Racecourse stations. On most days, services only run through Fo-Tan Station. But on horse racing days, some trains stopped at Racecourse Station for access to the Sha Tin Racecourse. As the train moves further north, the scenery becomes a bit more open and green. At Sheng Shui Station, the line forks in two for Luohu and Lok Ma Chau. Be sure to check your directions and change here if needed. After about 45 minutes on the train from Admiralty, we arrive at Luohu Station on the border. The ride cost me 45.4 Hong Kong dollars on an Octopus card. The signs for the exit to Shenzhen are everywhere. Just follow the crowd. As you approach the Hong Kong immigration facilities, there are also different lanes that separate visitors and Hong Kong residents. There are dozens of e-channels on the right for eligible travelers. Otherwise, you can use one of the manual counters to the left. After exiting Hong Kong CIQ area, we proceed to the Luohu footbridge and cross the Shenzhen River. If you take a peek to the left, you can also see a rail bridge. It physically connects the East Rail Line with the mainland Chinese section of the KCR and the rest of the national network. Prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, conventional intercity train services ran over this bridge between Hong Kong and mainland Chinese destinations as far as Shanghai and Beijing. Unfortunately, these so-called through trains have been terminated since. As of the making of this video, no regularly scheduled passenger rail service uses this bridge anymore. On the other side of the footbridge is Shenzhen's Luohu port. As of the video, there are mainly two levels for entry into mainland China. Non-Chinese passport holders usually have to use the manual counters to the left on the upper level. Finally, we put our bags through the X-ray in the mainland customs area. Upon exiting the mainland China CIQ area, you clear into an open square. This is a good spot to take a look back at Luohu Port, which incorporates elements of traditional Chinese architecture. This building is reported to be due for reconstruction soon. Maybe we'll visit again after the new building is completed. Shenzhen Railway Station is immediately adjacent to Luohu Port along the west side of the square. The station is the last stop on the mainland Chinese section of the KCR before it enters Hong Kong. From here, the line runs northward for about 150 kilometers to Guangzhou. It has been upgraded to run semi-high-speed services on quad tracks. If you go underground after exiting Luohu Port, there is a bustling commercial area. There are many restaurants and stalls selling a large variety of Chinese food. There are also shops for mobile SIM cards and package deliveries. This area has convenient connections to taxis and the Shenzhen Metro as well. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like and subscribe for more travel and border crossing content. Thanks for watching.